We made it to September and week 4 of the fall season. Let's talk all things Mariemont Warriors with AD Tom Nerl. Coach, how are we doing this morning?
Doing great, Rob. Good morning to you. Yeah, we made it to September, and September feels like October.
It's crazy, right?
This is an amazing weekend weather-wise, and we were loaded up here over the weekend. Had volleyball inside, had JV football and boys and girls soccer outside, but it was great weather for it, and just a great weekend. So heck, we'll
Woo.
ride this weather to November if we can.
How nice was it Saturday morning getting outside and feeling that coldness? And I was like, yes.
Oh, it is. And actually, even as hot as it's been the last week, the mornings have been great. I usually get out and walk like at 6 in the morning, and they've been crisp. It just really feels good. It really feels like fall. I don't think we've
Yes.
had a real good fall in the last couple of years.
Yeah. It's hopefully, I'm wondering what the colors on the trees are going to be with how dry it's been. I don't know if that means they're going to be more colorful or less, but should be interesting because it's
Yeah,
certainly been dry.
going to find out.
Yes, we will shortly. Let's start reverse order this week. Let's
Yeah,
go girls volleyball. They uh, they started the season with a lot of
yeah.
uh, tough competition, and get them ready for CHL and hopefully the tournament down the road. But tough one against Taylor on Tuesday, Miami Valley Christian on Saturday, and then two CHL coming up this week, hosting both Wyoming and Deer Park on Wednesday. So let's talk a little bit girls volleyball.
Yeah, they're playing tough, and they're a young team. We've talked about this before. A number of sophomores starting. We have a couple freshmen playing as well, and three seniors on the team. So we lost a lot in graduation last year, but the team's coming around. Three close games to Miami Valley Christian on Saturday, 25, 23, 25, 22, 25, 23. Went the wrong way, but they keep playing hard, and you can see the improvement coming. But it has been a gauntlet coming out. We opened the season, and Indian Hill and Madera. Madera's got a lot back from last year, and then Taylor and now Wyoming coming up. I mean, it's just been a gauntlet. But their spirits are good, and they continue to improve with each match. And it's kind of fun watching them improve. And so, like you said, Tuesday they'll have Wyoming here at home, and then Wednesday, kind of a back-to-back week, we'll have Deer Park at home, and then they'll finally have a Saturday off. They've played the last three Saturdays, so really looking forward to them to just keep their confidence, and just and keep competing, and things will turn around for them.
The fun thing for the coaching staff's got to be starting sophomores knowing what's ahead for the program. You know, if they're competing and learning as sophomores, to think that they have them this year and then 2 more years, that has to be exciting for the staff.
It really is. I think we've got two starters back from last year is what we have. And so when we talk about a young team, it is a young team, with experience on there. And some big hitters. And so we're getting there. And you're right, the coaches are excited about what's coming up, and they're learning, and the JVs are starting to come around as well. So really looking forward to it. And it's a long way to go. We're going to start talking about some tournament looks for golf and tennis here coming down the stretch, but we still got a good month and a week, 5 weeks ago before the volleyball tournament. So a lot of time to get better, a lot of time to find out where we are and get ready for that Division 4 volleyball tournament.
Tom, not to throw you a curveball here, but how are numbers for middle school for volleyball? Are they strong and the
Yeah, our numbers are great.
program's healthy and all those things?
Yeah. We've been really fortunate now. This is about the fourth year that Mariemont Rec has had a rec volleyball program. We haven't had one for the longest time. And so we would get some club players that would come into junior high
Okay.
as volleyball players, but not across the board. And now we are seeing a lot of girls come into our program. And so the eighth grade is having a fantastic year down there. Some really skilled players as well. And the seventh grade, they've got skilled players, not as many, and they're still learning school ball. And
Sure.
so, but the numbers are great. Solid numbers on both teams, solid numbers on JV, And so we see across the city a number of schools not having seventh grade volleyball teams or not having JV volleyball teams. And we're fortunate our numbers are strong
Great.
and the energy in the program's good. And so we like that. We want to see that keep growing.
Yeah. Congrats to the staff and the administration and
They do
keep
a great
working.
job.
Great. Yeah, that's super. Let's go to the hard court. Let's talk girls tennis having a nice season. I know they're probably what halfway, a little past halfway.
They're a little bit more than halfway. So I think well, they don't have a league tournament, so they'll have sectionals the last week of September. So we've got about 2 more weeks of tennis in there. They had a couple 5-0 wins last week, one over Fenwick, one over Taylor. The ones are playing well, and they went up to Dayton on Saturday and played in the Dayton area coaches classic and won their flight. And
Wow,
so
great.
yeah, that's a great day for them to go and do that. And looking at some more matches in the league this week, and just maintaining that and getting to the tournament and see how many we can get to districts.
So it looks like the Amazons are coming down to the friendly confines of Mariemont Elementary on Tuesday.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that'll be an interesting match. And then let's see, Thursday also hosting the Cowboys based on the schedule. So
yeah,
should be
yeah.
exciting.
Couple league matches and having them here this year. So we're having them here this week, I should say. So we're really looking forward to continuing what they have going. Our ones are playing well, and want to see them continue.
That's great. Let's go to the pitch. Start with girls soccer, who's having a great season.
Oh my gosh.
Currently, wow, they got one tie in, but they've got a clean sheet on the losses so far. Let's see. Wednesday traveled to Taylor, and then traveled to Batavia on Saturday. So on the road both this week, but it looks like it's going to be great weather.
It is going to be great weather and good competition. Taylor, it has a tendency to sneak up on us, and boys and girls, and so. But this is an aggressive bunch. They had an 8-1 win over Princeton on Saturday. They had another win over Finneytown earlier in the week, and like you said, they're rolling right now. I think 5-1.
Wow.
Yeah, Miller Spring, Alyssa Dewey, Claire Kessler. If you look at our league standings, they're top 5 in points. Kessler is second in goals. I think Spring is fourth. Peyton McCrae has a pair of shutouts in there, and Spring and Dewey are all in the top 3. Both of them are in the top 3 in assists, and you can't mention his team without Eddie Zawali. I mean, she gets a lot of stuff going and gets a lot of people open as well. But the team as a whole is playing well. They're playing well together as a team. There's a good vibe about them. They're very confident. They're very aggressive. Um, they're fun to watch. And so, like you said, going to Taylor, then going to Batavia, and then we still got circled that team a couple miles north. They're having a good run too, and we'll
That
talk
should be
about
a
the
dandy
Amazons.
match.
The
That should be
Amazons. It's going to
dandy.
be, yeah. They knocked off Country Day their day. They're Division 5 or Division 4, so we won't see them this year in the postseason. But it's going to come. We have to face them sooner or later. They have to face us. That's going to be a crazy game here as we get into the. I think it's 2 weeks away, not this week, not next week, but the following week. So that'll be a crazy game. Should be a big crowd. I think it's at our place this year. So, but not to put the cart ahead of the horse. They're playing well. They're aggressive. They're fun to watch. They're fast. Mila Zanardo, can't forget about her either. Wow, yeah, just there's a lot of them, and we can name them all. We could feature a different one each week, and still not do the whole team justice. So,
Right.
yeah, fun to watch them, and just keep coming out, and they'll be back home next week. So, come out and see them then.
Yeah, sounds great. A fun team to watch. Let's go to the boys' side. Having a nice season this week. They host Taylor on Tuesday and then travel to Georgetown on Saturday. But looks like they're on a nice little 3-0 winning streak since knocking off McNick and Finneytown and then Cincinnati Christian School. So they're on a roll.
Yeah, McNick, GCL school, and it's always a tight one up there, 1-0, 2-1. Not a lot. The boys, the scoring part of it just hasn't been there yet. Just everywhere, but they get down to the final third of the field, and then either one pass too many. But they seem to be opening up. And like I said, the win with McNick last Saturday, a 3-0 win at Finneytown, a 4-1 win over Cincinnati Christian, which was 1-0 at the half. And then, listening to Max Murphy just tell his teammates, it's not if we going to score more, it's when we're going to score more. And
Nice.
I think Max had he might have 4 goals in his last 2 games. So the seniors stepping up there, but they're having a just as they consistently do, they build through the season, get ready for the tournament run. So a little bit of a buzzsaw at Indian Hill the other week, but they seem to be putting things back together now. People are trying to people are starting to find their groove, and so a good week here, and then next week with Wyoming coming in, some good things to watch.
Yeah. Good luck to them. That sounds exciting.
Thank you.
Let's go to the links, talk boys and girls golf. We'll start with girls. Can you believe it? Next week is CHL championships already. I mean, it
About
really
that.
it's crazy. We're in week 4, but they're already in championships. But looks like they came in 4th place in the Mariemont Invitational, which coach had to be pleased with that.
Yeah, coach is pleased, and coach put that together. So that's our first Marymount Invitational. Coach
Fun.
Ducey really promoting the girls' game, the girls' sports, and the girls' the golf tournament here. And so putting that together, a 10-team tournament. The team came in 4th, I believe. I think we were the highest small school to finish in that. Charlotte Solar, she tied for 7th. Janie Neville finished 12th. Laney Willett finished 15th. Lily Billis 17th. So there's 57 golfers, and we have 4 of them there in the top 20. So a really good day for them. They played down at Reeves, where our tournament will be, and they continue to play well. So uh, with their tournament coming up, things with their league tournament coming up, and then sectionals, the
Right.
tournament, the schedule starts to thin out a little bit. But yeah, a good day there, and then they'll be wrapping up the CHL soon, and then it'll be on the sectionals. But a really great job by our golfers who racked up a couple wins this past week too.
Fantastic. On the boys' side, looks like they're competing against St. Xavier at the Mill Course, which is fantastic because the CHL is at the Mill Course. So that's good timing on scheduling there, Coach.
Yeah, it really is. They beat Reading last week. I think they lost to Country Day at the Mill Course. Um, they're 5-1 in the league. They're tied with Wyoming right now. So it looks like that's going to come down to the CHL championships. And
Wow.
we lost the preview, so if we win the championship, we could come out with a title there. The boys are playing well. We've talked about them before,
Yes.
and so hopefully they get just enough work in over the weekend that they don't overwork it, and they're ready for the championship on Monday.
Yeah. Exciting stuff. That has to be fun. Did you get out and play the Mill Course this summer, Coach? 'Cause that's a good
Just
course.
just a couple dozen times maybe. So yeah, the Mill's always a great place. I think it's great that they
I
have the
agree.
tournament there.
Yeah.
It's not as tight as Sharon Woods, but a great setting, and they always do a good job when they're hosting the tournament. So yeah, the county courses are fantastic. So the boys they've been on that course a lot. They should know it pretty well by then, and so it's just time to fire away and see what they can do. Just have a good day.
Yeah, no question. Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's go to the gridiron. Let's talk football. Tough one against Williamsburg. Is Williamsburg a bigger school, Tom? Is that are they the same size? I can't remember. Everything's changed so
Yeah,
much.
they might be a 4 now. They might have moved up.
Yeah, I think
Not certain, but they're about our size, and their program is like ours. It's a very competitive program, both boys and girls. Their volleyball's good. Their football's been good. They had the super stud quarterback last year that got us on the last second.
right.
Pass. We let a receiver behind us. Yeah, it was just hard nosed smash mouth football. They run a little of the wing tee and some inside handoffs, and a two score game, and then a pick six turns it the other way. And the football team's kind of like the boys soccer team. We just can't find the end zone right now. Got some of the parts working, but not all of them. For football to hold that team, and they lit it up against New Richmond the week before.
Did
For
they? Yeah.
defense to hold them to 2 scores, and that's what you're asking for. So we'll try to figure it out this week against Indian Hill. That's a big rivalry game. They're kind of clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll be coming down here Friday night, so hopefully the rain stays away. We'll
Yes.
have our bonfire Thursday night at the Terrace Park Log Cabin and try to stir up the troops a little bit, and just a great community event, little small town Americana event. But we'll have that Thursday, and hopefully we can shake things up Friday. Maybe we can pull a Northern Illinois Notre Dame here.
Oof.
Uh, where there won't be 1.4 million involved, but the boys will bounce back. They'll work hard. The coaching staff continues to work hard, just trying to find something that works. And so hopefully this is the week.
Tom, is the bonfire open to the public?
Sure. Yeah, it's right there. If you've ever been in Terrace Park, it's right across from elementary school. There's a log cabin there. It's always a good crowd. The youth football bunch comes out. A lot of people that live in Terrace Park will walk to it. Fire department's there. They like the fire, and they're happy to put it out when we're done. And the band shows up. The cheerleaders are cheering. So just something that we've done in our community forever. And if it wasn't Indian Hill, that we do this for, it would be someone else. And
Sure. Just a
you
great
know,
event.
yeah, it's one of those things that are fun about high school sports, just some of the traditions and everything else. And so there's a lot of that around here, just between the setting of our stadium and the support we get from our community. There's just a lot of that, and so we appreciate it, and we're glad to be a part of it.
Sounds great. Well, best of luck to them on Friday, hosting Indian Hill. Let's wrap up this week's show talking cross country boys and girls.
Yeah.
And let's see here.
I think they're off this week.
Yes.
Coach builds in a rest week with them, but they ran at Mason this past weekend. The girls ran fifth, and the dynamic duo Caroline Buck and Mary McIntosh finished in I believe the top 20 of the race, and that's a big race. And so there's a lot of different schools, a lot bigger schools in there. I think Caroline was probably the highest small school finisher in that one, and the boys finished 10th. And so, like I said, they're off this week. I think they go to Princeton the following week.
Yes. At
At
Landmark.
times, yeah.
So, okay. Well, good
Yeah.
luck. I know before we wrap, you wanted to talk about the golf outing.
Yeah, the Mariemont Boosters golf outing this year. It's sponsored by Fenberry. It's at Terrace Park Country Club. We are adding a pickleball tournament throughout the day this year, and then it concludes with a big dinner at the end of the night at the country club. The golfing is almost filled, but if you're interested, it's on the MariemontSports.com website. There's a flyer there. We are still looking for a number of sponsors of different aspects of that tournament, and also sign sponsors. So if you're watching this and you're a community member and you want to support a great cause and support our athletes, sponsor a hole or sponsor an event, and really their mission is to help us do what we do here with our athletic program. They do a great job of it. So we'll be out supporting that. That's that first Thursday of October, which is October 3rd. It'll be a great day. It'll be a great day for our department, be a great day for the boosters. So hopefully people can support that in one way or another.
Sounds great, Tom.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time this week. Best of luck to all the Warriors as they compete, and we'll touch base this time next week. And all the best, Coach.
Sounds good. Maybe I'll talk to you from the golf course next week.
Yeah,
As
that'll
the
be fun.
boys are playing.
Yeah, we'll do it on your phone. That'll be fun.
There we go.
All right, Tom. Have a
Sounds
great
good.
week.